watching.
Hi.
Wonderful you. Isn't he amazing?
Yes, it was amazing. Hi, this is Mika Rossi. Thank you for watching our movie today. It's an honor for me to be part of this movie. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for, you allow me to be part of a very, very touching story in which I represent hope. I mean, I'm playing the bad guy. And for once, I'm a really good, charming guy.
He's the good guy this time, right?
Guys, I'm really good, for real.
He's actually a really nice person in general.
And promise, I'm not kidding anybody, so please watch this movie. So you see me, you will see that I'm a good boy. But
he's trying to convince us too much, I think.
yeah, maybe I overselling
Carl
it,
watched
yes.
it. Carl's here in the room. Carl, what did you think?
I'll come in and understand that.
You're going to come and talk about it?
We're building an audience. People are joining. So
Oh, great.
Yeah, so reintroduce and say hello because we haven't.
I'm Katie O'Regan. I wrote and produced Give 'Em Hell Honey. I played Jane Nelson in it. This is my baby, real dog baby.
Yes.
Little Lacey. She's the star. Little star. Oh, yeah, she's not happy. She's funny. She's been good and crazy all day.
It's been a good day. And hi, I'm Mika Rossi, and I'm playing City Tune in the movie Give 'Em Hell Honey.
And so it's really, I want to shout out to all the cast in the movie. I think they did a fantastic job, cast and crew. I first saw this play by Phyllis Yes called Good Morning Miss America, and I was inspired to direct that play, and then I produced it on Off-Broadway. And I always saw it as a movie, so then I decided to make a movie script and tell a combination of Phyllis's story, which is the story of her and her mother and her stepfather and her sister. That's her real story. And it's not my real story, but my real story. Oh wait, Lacey, you better run wild. Lacey's been just being too good sitting on the floor. She's like, oh, mom, I gotta get on the floor. Sitting on that.
David Sanchez says, congratulations, McKelly.
Oh, thank you, David. Thank you so much.
Drew Scholar says, I love your big beard, Daddy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, nice,
Yes.
nice.
Nice.
So-
a good beard for sure.
Yes, I was actually cast because of the beard.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. Well, not only.
Not all his shoulders.
And the shoulders.
That helps.
Yeah, why did you
Oh,
choose
sexist.
McKelly to play this part in this film? It's a very significant part.
It's a very significant part.
Starting over.
Yes, very significant part. And, instantly, we lived in the same building. And when I met Mikhail, I was just like, oh my God, he's perfect for the part of Sidney Doon. It was one of those things. And I knew that we talked and I knew that you were an actor in a film. And I just saw that he could be that part because I played Jane Nelson, and as the director as well, I just believed that he could do the part, and he certainly did.
Yes.
It was easy for me to act with Mikhail.
Yes, definitely. It's easy to act when you are with, number one, when you are acting with a good actress, someone who gives you a lot, it gives you element to work with, but also if you're friends, that adds another element of connection,
Yeah.
so adds more depth to the movie. And also this story, how I get the role is very nice and it's very sweet because Katie told me that she just wanted to do a table read of the script, just to see how it sounded, how it works. So we did one table read, and also had the chance to invite another friend of mine, Robbie Ryan, who's also part of the cast of the movie.
Yes, he did a great job.
And
The development director.
so go ahead.
He was perfect. I loved him. Didn't you love his character?
He was great.
It was so believable, So yeah, you brought him with you to the table read.
Exactly. So that day, Robbie and I were just having a catch up. Actually, Robbie was at my house helping me out to do a self-tape for another audition. Guess what? So we were working on a different audition. Then you called me and say, hey, can we do a table read? So we went to her place. I read the script. I was like, no, this is gonna be mine. But
He said, I'm getting this part. I said, oh, really? Okay. Because I had someone else that wanted the part who I tentatively said I had him in mind. And then when I saw this guy, I was like, he's Sidney Doon.
I said, I'm getting it.
I just believed that he could be a sophisticated art collector and that Jane could really admire him and think he's wonderful. And I just saw that. And so, you know, I think your character, Sidney Dune, is a very specific part. Not everybody could play that.
So we read the script and it's like magic, like almost like a week, 10 days later, we were shooting our scenes. We started shooting.
I didn't even audition anyone else after. I didn't even ask anyone else after that. After I was just like, no, I know who's going to be Sidney Dune.
I definitely was blessed to be part of it.
Yeah, it's fun. So we shot this at the first part of the other part of the movie. This was the last thing. Our scenes were the last thing that we shot in this movie because this movie was from the beginning to the end. Because my true story is that I really lost my parents. I lost my daddy last year, and the story that I had to tell was a story of redemption and a comeback. Yes. of where I had to know how to move on with my life and be happy again after going through so much grief. I lost my mom, I lost my dad, and so the true story is that I did move to LA, and I did date a couple of inappropriate men. Not him.
Well, we'll see.
I did. So it's a true story, and it's pretty. Yeah. It's my true story of the redemption part, because we all have to live in hope.
Absolutely. I got a question for you.
Yes, what's your question?
And I hope that
Sydney.
you people watching this live have already seen the movie. If you haven't, please watch because it's available for all of you free of charge on YouTube.
On YouTube, right.
So there is really lots of cute parts. There is, of course, a lot of drama, but there is also a lot of funny moments. And what I love was the relationship with your sister.
Oh yeah.
So we don't give
Liza
it up
Asner.
much.
Shout out to Liza.
Exactly.
Shout out to wasn't she great, Cindy? Yeah. Thank you. We have a fun relationship.
Yes.
In that kind of that everyone, other people who commented that they really believed our.
This is July.
Exactly.
Oh.
So you were really good on bringing up the contrast between the two sisters. So so how did you choose that actress? How did
I first met Ed Asner, her dad. Okay. And I do a film festival called Star City Film Festival, and I had the great privilege to have Ed Asner for 2 years as the guest of honor at my film festival.
Absolutely.
And Liza always, came. She worked and helped as career. She was right-hand woman, and so that's how I got to know Liza. And and Liza hadn't been in other movies before, and I said to Liza, I'm like, Liza, you need to be an actress, and she's a great actress, as you can see. She's a very and so I wanted her. That's how we met.
Absolutely. So was your movie also her first movie in her career? Or?
One of her first. She's directed other shorts and doing wonderful film work now. But yes, this is I think her first feature film with a big part, which is amazing, right? She's a great actress. Shout out, Liza.
Shout out.
And I think Diana Angelina, who plays my mom, did a fantastic job as well.
Absolutely.
Hi, Diana, you're wonderful. And so, and everybody did a great job in it. Neil Willinson, great, amazing. He played the judge in it, and I think hey, Lou is a fine actor, isn't he? His character is kind of like shifty, but isn't he a great actor?
So Lou is playing the dad in the movie.
Yes.
And I love that role as well because it's so funny. It's a character that somehow comes out as egoistic, but the egoism is actually dictated by his love. He's got an extreme love for the mother. Mm-hmm. He loves her so much that he becomes egoistic. He cannot stay without her. And he does something. Yeah. I cannot say what. You gotta watch the movie.
Yeah, you gotta watch the movie.
And where can they see the movie right now if they want?
You can go to YouTube and you can Google "Give 'Em Hell, Honey" on YouTube, and it's the first. We just released it just today. Yes. This is the very first time. So I decided to put it on YouTube so everyone could see it. It's a movie that's meant for every family because we all go through
Absolutely.
losing people we love. And if we're lucky enough to have a parents our whole life, like my character Jane says in the movie, if we're lucky enough to have them our whole life, sometimes it hurts worse to have them your whole life, and then suddenly people in the middle of your life lose your parents and you just don't know what to do, and we're not trained for it. And grief is a trickster. And so it's I think it's a story. I didn't want to write I wanted to make real people, a real person movie to tell true stories, and that's what we did with this. And I think all that Daryl Herlicko, who plays the guy snoring in the, he's fabulous. Daryl does a great cameo in it. Robert Barheit was in behind the scenes, sound guy. He did a fantastic job. People did show up and did wonderful things, and I worked on it for a long time. I mean, we had like 17 locations that we shot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are
8 cities.
Name the cities, if you guess.
Oh,
Few
yeah.
of them.
Portland, Oregon. You see. Oh, and
Portland.
Zach, you were great too. Boyfriend Zach, even though we broke up, is fantastic. Love you. Yeah, Portland a lot. I shot in New York.
New York.
Of course, Los Angeles.
Of course.
We shot in Waukon, Iowa. We shot in Caledonia, Minnesota. We shot in Milwaukee, just north of Milwaukee, where the scene in the courtroom is.
Oh, wow.
We shot in, goodness, what's our other ones? I'm like thinking, where did we all shoot in? One thing's in
Do you
Seattle.
have a scene in Tokyo as well, by chance? Or Tokyo, by chance?
Don't have,
Tokyo.
that's New York City.
That's New York.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it. Yeah.
And you have some also beautiful pictures of, there's one beautiful lake that I haven't had the chance to visit. Where is that? Is that in...
The beautiful on top where you look down over the river. And
Yes.
That's right where that's right where Waukon, Iowa, where I have a house, which is wonderful, where we shot. That's right where the Mississippi meets Minnesota and Wisconsin and Iowa.
Which means...
Lansing, Iowa. If you're in Lansing, Iowa, and you overlook, that's the overlook.
Wow. Which
Yeah,
means
yeah,
I was very close to see it. I was very close to get there.
He was
last
supposed to
July.
come to our Star City Film Festival, and then he couldn't because that was the day that all the planes shut down.
Exactly.
Right.
Because you remember
Just our luck.
the crowd strike. Actually, so I was at the airport. It was all prepared. I was in LA, ready to go there. I had to fly to Minneapolis and then get a car, drive to Waukon for another 3 hours. And all of that, just to be there for 24 hours, everything was all set. Yeah. But I was stuck at the airport.
And he couldn't make it.
And so we were, texting, calling each other, trying to find a solution. But unfortunately, we couldn't make it. But I heard, though, that the festival was good. I heard the public was happy.
Yes,
so.
Wonderful filmmakers.
So.
People love you.
Thank you.
They love this guy. Look at him. What's not to love?
Yeah. And I can stop blushing though.
So I think that for all filmmakers that are indie filmmakers, I think it's really inspiring to watch other people that do what we do and to collaborate with each other. Because it takes a certain amount of faith in humankind and faith in the world.
Absolutely.
To do this kind of big venture. I produced this. So I hung my hat on the fact that we could tell the story that would inspire people. It's not, and I did it as an art film, so I shot it very arty. And Aziza Art Gallery, thank you very much. I forgot to talk about her. She's wonderful. Her art gallery, you can go see it. It's in Beverly Hills, which is wonderful. And I wanted to make that very bright, like I shot it very bright and kind of like crazy and louder than the rest, because it's like walking into a dream scene.
Yes.
So that was really fun. Thank you to all the people that were, at Aziz's Art Gallery. Todd Siski, shout out to you.
Aziza.
Todd. Hey, Ricky watching. Hey, Leanne watching. Hey, Jane.
A lot of people watching.
Yeah.
Are you guys taking questions? Are you interested in going live with anybody, or just want to?
Yeah, we can take questions. Anyone want questions?
So if they have questions or want to go live, they can let us know.
Yeah, you can ask questions.
Yeah, tell them.
Yeah.
So hey guys, enough of us talking. If you have questions about the movie, how we did it, any questions you have, you can ask. We're live, so we can answer real time. So if anybody wants to ask a question, that's the time to do it.
Yeah, so until we get those, just tell me about the process as far as how your day-to-day, when you sat down and decided to do it from the start to where you ended up, and how you used, we talked about it sometime after the film, how you utilized where you were going to be to film to incorporate it into the story.
Yeah, I had a plan before I shot the film how I could actually make this happen, because it's all logistics when you start a big venture like this. This is a SAG film. Most of the actors are SAG in it, so it was a big. We had to do the contract with SAG. We had to do lots of pre-planning. So I took, as a set, I designed the sets too. So I said, well, I have a house that I could shoot in, that I could make Doris and Lou's house. And it was in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. That's another city.
Beautiful.
That's where we shot all of Doris and Lou's house.
Might have to go live.
And
Okay.
and then I took I put it all together. Someone has a question live? Sure, go ahead.
We're trying to display the question.
Okay, keep going. It won't let me hit the button.
It won't let, we can't get that question. That's okay.
It's
You
Tom
can-
Prince.
You
He wants to go live.
you can if you have questions, you can also go to Sacred Noise Society,
Okay.
sacrednoisesociety.org, and you can leave comments. But please go to our IMBD page. We have an IMBD page where we have all of, we're doing 2 cameras, just so you guys know. I'm looking over here, I'm looking over here. We're doing Instagram.
Looks like we got Prince live.
Prince. Hey, Prince.
Is he?
Here you go.
Yeah. Click. Prince, sorry. Technical difficulties. So yeah, we shot in Sheboygan, and we did, that was in the middle of the winter, as you can see, because there was snow on the ground when Lou and Doris were lying screaming, and it was like in December when we shot in Caledonia, Minnesota, and in Sheboygan, and we were freezing outside, which was, part of the game, part of the gig, right? And then I shot all this, the LA things this past.
So when you were sitting outdoors,
Yeah.
I'm from Italy, and I'm from the south of Italy. I'm from an island, very hot place, so I would be terrorized to be in such a cold environment.
You'd have been terrorized. He would have been screaming.
So, how were you doing? How long were you staying outside?
Not too long.
and then-
I tried to not, as a director, I tried to keep everybody. No.
Did you have to do
One takes,
breaks?
baby. Time to take. One takers.
So one take, and you better do good.
Yeah.
So,
We did a lot of. I'm a big believer in oftentimes the first take is the best take. I've seen it just as a director. I've directed lots of theater, so I've directed. There's Lacey. Over 60 stage productions. So primarily my career. Lacey, what you gonna chase a ball? You chasing a ball? Huh? So I'm a big believer in not doing. I like
too many
organic.
takes. Absolutely.
You'll see, especially when you're the director, you're also in it. All mine were like one take.
Writer of the story, so
Yeah.
so definitely if you have the chance to talk about the scene you're about to shoot
Yeah.
beforehand, it's easier to nail it, so that reduces the number of takes, and also maybe just some little rehearsals right before shooting that helps as well. But
Yeah.
But I agree, if you shoot the same scene too many times,
It's just sometimes it's just not fresh.
it's not vibrant anymore. Yeah.
I wrote the scene with you and Robbie, and I'm like, here, go memorize this. He had like that. 2 days later, he had it all memorized. We cut a lot of it in the gallery that you memorized. They memorized it 10 minutes because it was just we didn't want to make the scene too long. It was just enough. Don't you think?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's very good. So shout out to you for your editing process,
Thank
because
you.
I know editing is hard.
Yeah.
I
I edited the final cut.
wouldn't be able to do that, but yes, it's amazing. Probably, I don't know if everybody knows, but when you shoot a movie, actually, you shoot way more material
Yeah.
that you see in the final
Yeah.
cut.
Always, yeah.
And then it's a very fine art of putting the pieces together and
Yeah.
have the story fly. But I guess we did it.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
How long would it be available to watch on YouTube?
Yeah, forever. You can watch it forever on YouTube, but I'd watch it right away, and then send people.
Yes.
What we want to do is have a conversation. It's just my personal intent. I love to put people on their shoulders. I love that our actors now can have a feature film that your family and friends and the community can watch to showcase your talent. And it's just personal story to me. And I wrote all the music. I sing all the music in it, all the songs in it. So I'm really personally happy to have this out in the world. And I birthed the baby. Grow, baby, grow. You can grow.
So people can like, share, tweet, tell family, friends, have viewing parties.
Have viewing parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, comments.
And that's why I chose to do it through YouTube as opposed to a traditional other. It's the only place you can see it. Yeah. I'm not putting it. I'm not giving it to Amazon Prime. I'm not. There's no other channels that you can see it. That's where it lives.
Yeah.
Because it's the world's.
Yes.
And no one has to pay for it, and it's not. And just because what you're talking about, thank you for bringing up the tweet and comments. Yeah, and that's what it's for.
So basically very good news, because if today you didn't have the chance to see because either you were busy with work or personal activities, or it was too early, like I have a lot of friends in Europe that wanted to see, but if, for them it would have been 5 and 6. You can watch it, you know, you can replay it, so please do it and let me know what you think.
Yeah. And like I said, I had an earlier little video that I shot. I said, please comment if you didn't like something about it, if you don't like me, you don't have to comment.
No, you can keep that to yourself.
No. I'm not perfect. I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
I'm just a girl trying to put some inspiration out to you. So don't criticize me. And I paid for it too. So
Okay.
go ahead.
Is anybody asking for a question? Are there any questions
Or want to go live?
or anybody wants to go live?
You can go live. Yeah.
You?
Bring them on video. Oh, hi.
If they
Guys,
move.
I don't know. What can we do? Tamara? Leanne, you want to come on?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Leanne, come on.
Let's see. Ricky? Send invite? I don't know if you can come on or not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we can add guests, but they're there. They're just sitting there. Hi, guys. Thanks for watching. So
People
okay,
get
so
shy. People get shy.
can you tell us about what you thought of the movie?
Yeah.
You want to sit over here instead?
You want me to-
Here,
Yes.
I'll give you your beautiful scarf. Here.
I look like.
Come
You look
on.
like wonderful. Put your handsome star scarf on.
Oh my God.
This gentleman watched our movie with us. We just had 4 wonderful people. who-
Yeah, I wore this
and he's a,
scarf.
He
because
is
I
a,
wanted to be with
a,
stars
a,
today.
a
What's up,
photographer,
everybody?
a wonderful photographer. And tell us who you are in here in Hollywood.
What's up, guys? My name is Corell Augustus. I'm a photographer in Los Angeles, and I am a connoisseur of talent and storytelling and people out here making things happen because they are passionate about them, they're compassionate about it,
Nice.
and
Love that.
we need more of those art forms. One of my favorite genre of film is independent films. I think because you have to tell the story.
You have to tell the
You
story.
have to tell a story. You can't be distracted with explosions and digital
Right.
AIs, monsters. You really have to commit to telling the story with limited resources.
Right.
So it's incredibly important that we support these films. We tell our family and friends and neighbors to go watch these films. We tweet these films. We get these films in front of people that appreciate this art form.
Mm-hmm.
I love the movie. It's so many pockets of it that's so personal because all of us, I'm currently dealing with my mom and her early onset dementia.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of that hit me from that perspective. My grandmother was in a nursing home who was the person that made me feel the most safe in the world, and she's no longer here, so I felt that. It's just a really compassionate story being told by people who are passionate about telling the story. So go see it, click the links, don't hesitate, don't walk, run, and make sure that you pay homage to these incredible people, because this is not easy stuff.
No.
It's not
Heavy
easy.
duty messages.
Heavy duty messages.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. The singing, I was really shocked to learn that Katie's doing the singing in the movie. She wrote all the songs and sing the songs, and this girl has range. I was like, okay, come on, high note. So it's fun, and the interaction with you and the woman that played your sister is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was really touching to see your dad, your real life dad, in a scene.
The man in the church.
The man in the church.
Who's now gone.
Who's now gone. And that hit me, and I wasn't even aware of that until you said it. So I just think that we have to support these films and the people that we love who are in them and what they stand for and how passionate they are about their art form. So go do it.
Well, I'm going to
So
sit over here.
bye, everybody. Go watch.
Wonderful.
Give them
Thank
hell,
you.
honey.
So we can
Do it.
do it.
Do it.
I love it.
Oh dear.
I know. I just found out. I just
There
found
you go.
someone else to cast in my next film. How
Corral.
about
Oh,
Carl?
my God.
Carl's a rock star over here. I thank you for sharing your story about your mom.
Yes.
And that thing. Right. I know I got my legs out here. Sorry, because I have a short shirt on.
Yes.
We changed position.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be able to see me over here. So I have my skirts on. Just to go through, this idea of Luke. Thank you. He's
Better
giving
yet,
me
better yet, better
my
yet.
little skirt's jacked up. He's like, let me put my scarf on you. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Carl. And to go through seeing your mother, who was your protector and your grandmother, who your whole life, and then to see them go through this change. It's like when you watch the movie, when, Jane talks to her mother and she doesn't know that her sister is, Cindy or this is just a real thing. And so no one teaches us how to do this. No one talks to us. And that's why I first directed Phyllis's play, because those are her characters. That's Phyllis's character with her mom. She went through that with mom. I didn't go through that with my mom. My mom didn't have dementia, but I could totally relate to it, and I wanted to tell that story.
Absolutely.
And I also wanted to tell the comeback story because I lost my beautiful mother and my wonderful dad, and I wanted to tell the true story about how you come back after you lose someone that you truly love. Your parents, I was very attached to them. And I still don't know what to do without them sometimes. And I'm a grown ass woman most of the time.
So this is this movie is dedicated to your parents.
Yeah, it's dedicated
right?
to my parents. That's right.
This is
Yeah, it is. And I'm just really grateful for anyone there's people that this is the third iteration of this movie that I did. I first did.
I'm asking people if they want to go live. Go ahead.
I first did it. The play was Good Morning Miss America. It's very, very completely different than the play. Then I did it as Painting Jane. But the story for Painting Jane, I still wasn't happy with how it was done because it was too sad. Because it ended with Jane's mom just dying.
okay.
And she took, and Jane was, poor Jane, we didn't know what happened to her or what about her life. And so I wanted to tell the story that I wanted to tell about how to come back after you lose.
Right.
And so you do what you need to do. And that's what I felt. That's what I personally did. I personally did move to Los Angeles. I personally did all those things, and I still go back to Iowa where I have that was a true story. Shout out Waukon, Iowa. Right.
So now you're between LA and Iowa, basically.
Back and forth.
You got two places to live and love.
Yeah. Yeah, I love both places. It's a wonderful thing. And I love to have my creative people here that do what I do. Thank goodness.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are here. The rest of my cast, they're wonderful. And we just did this little watch party here just in LA just to have it premiere. And I really wanted to let it go to the world because it's done. And so it lives there. So I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty good done.
I think so. Well, congratulations, guys.
Well, thank you so
you.
much.
You're very proud and incredibly accomplished. You should feel it and just keep making art.
Will do.
And
Thank you, Greg.
one last thing. thank you, Katie, because, you know, I moved here to the States 8 years ago, and all my friends in Europe are asking me, where are your movies? I can't see anything.
Yeah.
This is the very, very first movie that all my people
Can
that
see.
are left in Europe, they
Yay.
can see. So
That's wonderful. That's a big deal.
it is a really big deal. It was a really good story, but you know, there's really a lot of friends that encourage me, that live through my dreams, so they know it's hard. And now I finally have something to give back to them. So thank you. All right.
Yay. And many to come.
And more movies to come.
Thanks you guys for watching. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.